Hey everybody, this is Matt here. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate adding the Pop Art 4 Tiles filter to a video clip in Movavi Video Editor 2026. Okay, well, first I'm going to click this Movavi Video Editor 2026 icon that I have here on the taskbar. I'm going to click it now to open the program. Excellent, now the program's open. Now I have to import my media. So I'll go up here and click the file import here, move the mouse pointer down and click add files here. Now I'll have to navigate to the folder which contains my video clip. So I'll move the mouse pointer to the left here on the open media files prompt box here. I'm going to click the desktop there. And I have to find my folder. Here it is here. It's sample clips. I'm going to double click sample clips. I'm going to double click Movavi Video Editor 2026 there. Here is Movavi Effects here. That's the folder I need. I'm double click that. I'm now going to double click filters, double click retro, and double click pop art. So I'm going to double click pop art, double click pop art 4 tiles, and there's my video clip. So I'm going to double click that now. And there's my clip. And I'm going to show you an interesting trick here. I'm going to click on it and click file information here. So I'll click file information. And you can see that the clip's width and height is 1920 by 1080. And the aspect ratio 16:9, and the frame rate is 30 frames per second. Okay, that's important information because we'll be going through that in a little bit when I export the file with the filter added. So now I'm going to move the mouse pointer down here and click the OK icon at the bottom of the prompt box. Okay, now I'm going to secondary click the clip there on in the pane there, in the project files pane there. I'm going to secondary click it. I'm going to click add to the timeline, and now click at the beginning. So I'm going to click add to the timeline and at the beginning. Perfect. Now it's been added to the timeline. So now I'm going to save the project. So we move the mouse pointer up here and click the file drop down menu. Move the mouse pointer down and click save project. And I got to find my folder again. Desktop. Double click sample clips. Yes, now I got to double click Movavi Video Editor 2026. I'm going to double click Movavi Effects here. Double click filters. Double click retro. Double click pop art. Double click pop art 4 tiles. And that's where I'm going to save my video project. So, I'm typing a name here. Pop art 4 tiles. Now, obviously, whichever folders you're using and where you put them on your hard drive, obviously, it's all up to you what you name your folders and where you place them. But this is my folder here. So now I'll move the mouse pointer down and click the save icon here on the bottom right of this prompt box. Perfect. Now, before I add the filter, how about we simply watch the clip so we can get a feel for what it looks like, the difference between them. So I'll click the play icon under the preview pane. Excellent. Perfect. Now I'm going to see this icon here under the preview pane to go to the previous clip. You can see in the alt text. I'm going to click that now to go back to the beginning of the clip. Now obviously that's the only clip on the timeline and there are no other events like text or anything. So that's why it went back to the beginning immediately. Okay, so now I'm going to add the filter to this clip. Okay, so I'll move the mouse pointer to the left and click the effects icon here. And I'm going to move the mouse pointer up here and see this filters here. I'm going to click that. I'm going to scroll down and find retro. I'm going to click retro. And here it is here. Here's the star I'm looking for. This is Pop Art 4 tiles. Yes, this is the filter I'm going to add. So I'm going to secondary click it now and click apply to selected clips. Okay, you can see that clip is selected because it's sort of highlighted. I clicked it there on the timeline. It's sort of highlighted there. So now I'm going to click apply and now to selected clips. Awesome. Now we've added the effect. And also I want to show you this under the preview pane here. You can see this 16 by 9 with the drop down arrow. I'm going to click that now. And 16 by 9 is what we want because as we saw earlier, this is a 16 by 9 clip. So I'm going to click that to make sure it's checked. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to export the clip to file. All right, so I'm going to click the export icon here under the preview pane to make this a clip with the effect added. And you can see now pop art for tiles. That's the one I want. That's the title I want, obviously. MP4s are video file format, and we have to change the folder. So I'm going to click the browse there and go through the same rigmarole I did earlier. I'm going to click desktop on the left, double click sample clips, double click Movavi Video Editor 2026, double click Movavi effects, double click filters, double click retro, double click pop art, double click pop art for tiles. Perfect. I'm going to select folder. There we go. All right. Pop art for tiles. Now I'm going to move the mouse pointer down and click the advanced icon there. Perfect. And I'm going to click the frame rate there. I'm going to click it. Scroll down. Click 30 frames per second. Click bitrate. Click auto here. Okay, perfect. The sample rate should be fine at the default there. That should be okay. And the video codec is H.264. I'll be exporting into that. Now, whenever you're in doubt, you should use that one, okay? Particularly with MP4 format, I would say. But whenever you're in doubt, use that one. And you can see the little gear to the right of H.264. I'm going to click that. There's an image of a gear. This is the codec settings. I'm going to click it now. And we can see we have 2 pass encoding. I'll check that to raise the quality of the export. And the preset is film. You have several options there, but throughout the most part, you're going to want to use film. You know, it's not an animation, but film is probably the way to go here. And perfect. And I'm going to see the speed is faster. Now this is a personal choice you'll have to make for yourself. Ultra fast is the lowest quality and will be the fastest export. Very slow will take quite a while to export, but it will be the highest quality. Okay. So that's a personal choice you have to make based on your project, but typically I would recommend medium or slow. Okay. Fast isn't too bad, but medium or slow. Now you might want to go slower or very slow if you really care about your project. If you have a client that really wants a high quality project, but nonetheless, I'm going to go with medium. And I'm going to move the mouse pointer down here and click OK on that icon, the OK icon. And again, I have the same process here. I'll move the mouse pointer down and click OK. And I'm now going to click Start to begin the export. Okay. Okay, awesome. The video has finished exporting. You can see open output folder is checked, so that's what I want to do. I'm going to click OK here on the saving successful prompt box. I'm going to click OK to open the folder which contains the video clip. There it is there. So I'm going to double click it now so we can watch it in Windows Media Player. So I'm going to double click it now. Yeah, it's a really nifty filter. That's the Pop Art 4 Tiles filter. I'm going to close the media player now. I'm going to close the folder. Okay, Awesome. Well, that was adding pop art 4 tiles to a video clip. That's the filter I just added to this video clip in Movavi Video Editor 2026. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the YouTube comment section below. I'll answer all I can. I'll get back to you when I can. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time.